Good morning, welcome once again to Working. Today, I'm kind of in a holding pattern. I'm waiting to hear from the concrete company to see when exactly we're going to be able to pour. And today, we're going to be pouring some stamped concrete. It's kind of a complicated one because we had to set up some stairs. We did a stamped patio previously, and now we're hanging some stairs on the outside of the patio. Kind of a complicated setup. I'll be showing you that soon. I've shown you washing and sealing stamped concrete before, but I've never shown you the process of pouring it. So I think that's gonna be kind of fun and interesting to show you today. Hopefully the concrete company will call me soon and I'll know when we actually get to pour. I have to coordinate a pump as well. But this one, it shouldn't be too difficult. The setup was the really difficult part. The pour hopefully will go fairly smoothly and we'll just cross our fingers and see what happens. You guys remember this place? This is one of the very first episodes we ever did on Working. When the story of poor Walter, the sheep who got caught in the fence, who died, we were pouring the footing for that house over there. Pretty complicated footing with interesting angles and stuff. Then we did the garage slab here where the truck got stuck. So there's some history behind this place. But I'll show you what we're working on as far as the sand finish, the porch and the patios, and the steps that we're doing. So this front porch area is nothing too complicated. We have this 3-foot bib in the front, and then we're hanging these 2 steps. We do a bevel underneath to make sure that we can get our trowel under there and finish. Basically, the point is to be able to have this all braced up so it's not going to move anywhere, but we can still get at everything when we're pouring and finishing. So that's nice and solid. We have these braces here that are connected to these 2x4 stakes that we then have kickers up against. And then everything should stay in place really well. I forgot that we oiled these forms. Now I've got it all over. So that's not too complicated. But if we go around back, I'll show you what we've got going on over here. And then also, yeah, we're pouring sand finish, so it's kind of a different process to a broomed finish. Guess we're doing a little pad there. So here we got a lot more complicated because we've got this very sizable patio, and the customer wanted these steps to go all the way around, to wrap around, and he wanted to do it all in one pour since we have to use a pump because this ground is way too soft to get a concrete truck on. So that makes it a little more complex. You can see the system of braces that I figured out, and everything is basically hanging from these braces that are connected to these 2x4 stakes with the kickers. I have some stakes in here now, these 2x4 stakes that I'm probably going to take out before we pour, except maybe I'll leave the ones that are in the corners. But this was really complicated, took a long time to set up, but it's basically going to allow us to pour the entire thing in one go. But yeah, that's what happens when you have to do steps. We had to bevel all those boards, had to get them all at the proper angle with the proper slope coming down so we don't hold any water in there. And then basically, ideally, we would just pour each step on its own. We would pour this first step, go all the way down to the ground, then pour the next step up against that, and then pour this 3-foot section up against that step. But since we had to do it all at once, this is what I came up with. Pretty long setup on this one, but I think it's going to work out pretty well. And we're still waiting for mud. It looks like we aren't going to get it until about noon today. So that's kind of annoying. And this is quite a bit of sand finish to pour at once, mainly because there's just so many edges and there's just so much finishing on all the steps that we have to do. If this were equivalent square yardage and it was just all flat work, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I think we got about 9 yards coming, and hopefully it goes well. I think it will. So stay tuned. Looks like the pump is here. Hey, Brian.
How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. So here we are.
What do we got?
We got a bunch of stairs back behind the house, and then we're going to be pouring those steps in front as well.
Okay.
So last time when Manny was driving, what did he have, a 40 probably?
Probably.
Yeah, he could reach back there. We had to kind of push the hose to get it under, but
Oh, okay. So you want a long hose?
probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Alrighty,
Perfect.
cool. Good old Brian. They're a little late. Seems like I'm always waiting for concrete. Well, only 45 minutes late this time. I swear. Should be half poured out by now. But we'll get it.
Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, you're telling me. Good, how are you? Yeah, we'll probably get you up to like maybe close to a 5.
How many yards is it?
9 yards. Let's go with that for now. Beady little eyes. Beady little eyes. And we're finally about to start pouring. Almost an hour past when the truck should have been here. Now we just have to hope that all this holds together, that nothing's going to be bulging out, giving way. What's that? Kink it. Whoa, this thing is not very sturdy. I felt like the handle was about to break off. We might want to add a little more.
No, I think he already added some of the hopper before he added the second time.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Still think just throw all the rest in there?
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Wash this.
Yeah, check to see if it's any wetter than what this is. Well, we finally have some concrete on the ground. Hopefully we can get the rest out of the truck a little more quickly. This is a little dry, so I want to wet it up a little bit, but not too much because we're pouring steps and I don't want it all to run out the bottom. This sand finish does not have a lot of cream that comes up on the top, so it makes it kind of gritty when you're trying to finish it. So it helps to get it a little wetter. All right, let's pour these steps. Did you have them add more? So far, so stiff though. Okay, I'm gonna come back and get it in that sidewalk. Yep. What? I can't hear you. Yeah, I want to get a little bit. Trying to see if we're getting into the new stuff so I could add water if I need to, but. Yeah, I think it's about right. Okay, we can hold up. You can hold on to that. I'll take a look down this. Oop. I think it's holding up. I should make a rod with a little thing on the end of it so I can poke it down in there.
Hey Brian, why don't you have him put another 5? It was really stiff down here and we put a little bit, but I still don't think we put enough in. It's staying in there though.
That's good. Did you evaluate it?
Yeah.
I guess I need boots to get in there.
It's,
Can't reach it from here.
not really. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more in. Let's see. That's good, Brian.
Really vibrate.
I am.
You gotta get that wire plugged in though.
Getting there. A lot of work.
He wants a couple more gallons.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna have him put a couple more gallons.
Yeah. Don't forget this pad, Justice.
This just takes fucking ever.
It just will not seal up.
Now we've almost got the back poured. About ready to pour the front, but it's taken a while. A lot of steps to do at once. Should do it. I hurt my back the other day because I've been moving. Of course, I threw my back out while doing it. So that's another fun aspect of what's going on today. But we'll get it. I'll be with you in just a second, Brian. Time to use the restroom. That's probably gonna do it. Ugh.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I'll get her cleaning up.
All right, thanks, Brian. Well, we had enough mud. Now we gotta just finish all this. And it is a lot to finish. My dad's stuck again. Hey, Jeff, Ron is stuck. I don't know if your tractor or maybe your truck could pull him out. I guess it's a tradition for him to get stuck. We've still got a lot of work to do on this thing.
I think you meant to help Ron.
Oh yeah, he just did. He's getting his tractor to pull him out. Now I'm trying to look at the weather because it is sprinkling right now. But it shows absolutely no rain on the radar. Or in the hourly. Whatever. Gotta get this done. Oh boy. This is a little too much sand finish to do at once. Well, not even the sand finish, but just the steps. Too much. 0.5% of accelerant in. Just takes too long to pour with all these little details. Especially when I could barely walk 3 days ago. This isn't the best method of recovering from a back injury. But I should also stop complaining because that gets pretty boring. We're gonna get it. It's gonna look good. It's just gonna be a bit of a hassle. My back. Stuff isn't being too bad. I don't know, maybe his was a little drier or something.
Yeah, I think it was a little drier before it started.
Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Gotta hurry. I hope you guys can see any of this. I'm bending over, so I don't know if you actually get a view of any of this. But it's not like you haven't seen this before. You get the trowel on this mag. Trowel. Trowel is steel. And that'll get it a little tighter so I can fill these edges better. Okay. Getting there. All right, we need to hit everything one more time, and then we'll spray it. And I'll show you that process. It's called, well, some of the products are called Surf Etch. I can't remember what this particular one is that we have, but it's basically something that will retard the surface. Not quite the same as if you're doing exposed aggregate, but you'll see. All right, it's time to hit everything one more time and then spray the Surf Etch on top. This has been a doozy of a day. This thing is going to look so monolithic when it's finished. Alrighty. Oh shit. Getting hard. Yep. Nice. Still so. Okay, I'm gonna fill the spray bottle. That took a while. We got a little bit of rain too, which we weren't expecting. Hopefully that's not gonna get any harder, or we could be kind of screwed. But I wanna get the emulsion on top, and hopefully that'll give it a little protective layer. We're in the home stretch today if the rain doesn't get worse. If it does, then we're gonna have to figure something out, get a tarp or some plastic or something. But it's close to 5, and yeah, it's been a doozy. It's still kind of raining. I don't like that. There was 0% chance today. Gotta get this stuff sprayed. Come on. Jeez. So this is the stuff. Select Etch. Usually the brand we have is Surf Etch, but it's basically the same thing. Concrete surface retarder. And here we go. My back is not doing well. Okay, so I'm gonna spray all of this stuff, and the point is to get it really, really thick on there. You want to cover every single surface, really soak it, and I'm hoping that if I get enough on here and it has a little bit of a chance to dry, it'll form kind of a protective layer, and then the rain won't have a chance to dilute it. So right now I'm not too worried about the rain scarring the surface. I'm worried about the rain diluting this retarder, and then it not exposing properly tomorrow when I pressure wash. We'll see. Oh, that's just water. There we go. Make sure I get it under the step. You want to get a lot in there. It smells like old-fashioned suntan lotion. Like not sunblock, but suntan lotion. When people would just put like coconut oil on themselves, basting themselves like a turkey. It smells like that. I don't actually know what's in this stuff. I should look that up. It's different than what we use if we're doing exposed aggregate. We just use pop, basically, or soda, something with a lot of sugar. This is not a sugar-based thing. And it only takes off a tiny bit of the front of the top layer. So you just have the nice coarse sand underneath. We're in the home stretch, as long as it doesn't start pouring down. It's still sort of fitfully raining, but so lightly that I don't think it's going to cause an issue if it stays like this anyway. This back part is all sprayed. Justice should be done with the front, and I should be able to go and spray that now. Home stretch. So I don't have enough in my tank. I'll have to fill this again. We never broomed that pad, but he put his initials in it.
Yeah, I saw that. I think just delete it.
So at what point are we kind of past the danger?
As long as it doesn't just pour down on it in the next couple hours, we should be okay. This stuff will kind of form an emulsion eventually, and it's mostly just, the worry isn't really scarring the concrete, it's diluting this to the point where it's not going to work.
It's not going to do its thing.
But once it's kind of had a chance to penetrate and solidify a little bit, then we should be okay. So yeah, I mean, even if it rains like it was, we're probably okay. It's just if it really rains, then there would be an issue.
Well, it looks like for the foreseeable little bit, it's going to be nice, but
Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. But we'll be back tomorrow to strip and wash, and then probably Monday to cut and acid wash, and then hopefully sealing on Tuesday. So we're going to try to clean it all up on Monday and then
keep everybody off.
keep her clean, yeah.
Well, that was a long 4 days for you guys. Well, I didn't start something, but still, a lot of exercise.
Yeah, a little bit of a marathon, but alrighty.
That's good. I'm glad we had the pump. I think that helped a lot. Well, with this ground, but even taking the truck around the house and stuff.
It would have taken way longer, yeah.
So it helps a little.
That definitely helps. Well, have a good night. Good, I'm glad you're happy. Yeah, that was a doozy. That was indeed a rough one, but we got it done, and it seems as though the rain is not going to destroy us today. But yeah, I think that went pretty well. I'm looking forward to actually washing it and cutting it and then acid washing it, flies, and then sealing it all, and then hopefully showing you how it looks when it's completely finished, because I think it's going to look pretty impressive. It's going to look very monolithic, but I think very cool. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the like button if you haven't done that. Maybe share this video with a friend. It'd be great to get a lot more people watching. And if you're just finishing a long, hard day of work yourself, have an ice cold bottle of chocolate milk for me. Preferably Twin Brook Creamery chocolate milk. And no, they are not sponsoring me. I wish they would, because I've been buying this way too often lately. I like to drink chocolate milk when I'm depressed. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time.